Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming another trying new makeup video. I'm saying another because tomorrow's video is also going to be me trying new makeup because I got an Ulta package for my 21 days of beauty stuff as well as the new Alien Cosmetics palette that is officially launching tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Anyway, if you want to see some of the new products that I picked up from Sephora, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. Today we're testing out some fun stuff, and if you like talking about new makeup, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you don't miss any of my content. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, I'm really excited because I have a few new things to try out. I got the Charlotte Tilbury palette, the Instant Eye palette. I have the Hourglass face palette that they launched at Sephora, and I also got the Beauty Blender new foundation. So let's start off. You guys know I always usually start with my eyes, so we're gonna break into this palette. This is the Instant Eye palette. Smoky eyes are forever, and I am so excited. I remember when sneak peeks were coming out of this palette, I was like, oh my gosh, look at this all black packaging. I do have the holiday palette from last year and it's so beautiful. So I wanted to pick this one up as well. As you can see, it's definitely very Charlotte. Like, it's not over the top like some of the other palettes you see me use on my channel. And I definitely want to play with probably power eyes, confident eyes. It's all so stunning. So let's go ahead and prime my lids and get started. Okay, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but I did get a brush with this palette. It was just like hanging out in the box, so I figure I might as well use it. It looks like it's a blending brush, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna start off. These are basically broken down by like trios, so there's one matte and two shimmers in each of these trios. I'm assuming though that you can like dip between things. This Confident Eyes is the only one that has two mattes and one shimmer. So for my skin tone, I think I'm gonna need to use like these darker shades in the crease. So I'm gonna start off with this really neutral, pretty brown shade here in the third section. And I'm just gonna use the little brush to see what it's all about. And I just love Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadows because they are so subtle and beautiful and they just blend so nicely. I haven't bought an eyeshadow palette from her in a while. I bought a quad a few months ago that was all shimmers, and I think I decluttered that one just because I wasn't like that in love with it. It was kind of like an impulse buy. Also, can we please talk about how Fire Rose never came back? Like, are we saving that for something? Did I miss a memo? I need to ask my friend Kelsey, she works for Charlotte Tilbury. I need to ask her if Fire Rose is ever coming back or not. So look at how beautifully this matte shade just like builds up in the crease. And I don't want to say it blends itself, but this is a really big fluffy brush and it's still doing a really nice job of blending the shadow on both eyes. And it's so good how her mattes just kind of melt into your skin. So I'm not saying that justifies the price tag because $75 is still mighty high for an eyeshadow palette, but if you like that good quality, it is in this palette. So now I'm grabbing a different blending brush, a little bit of a smaller brush. I want to go into the shade down here, and then I'm going to use the black. So I'm going to use these two to deepen up the outer corner. I do believe this palette is now available on Charlotte Tilbury's website if you missed the kind of like pre-sale. So I'll link it for you guys if you're interested in shopping. I'm assuming it'll come to Sephora as well once it's like released everywhere else. Maybe even Nordstrom. But please do bear with me, guys. We have lived in this house now for over a week, but I don't need my husband's help, but he's definitely better with my equipment than I am, so I need to find some time to get him in here and to help me adjust my camera settings. And we've just been so busy, so I haven't been able to. But yes, I'm well aware that the settings are off. Anyway, so now that I did the dark brown, I mean, it really helped deepen things up. Let me go in with this nice little fluffy brush that Charlotte sent me. It's so soft, and I just help blend those two shades nicely. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the black. Like I said, this looks really nice and deep, and I just wanna throw that on the outer corner just to give it an even more sultry look. This might be a stunning eyeshadow palette if you like to do neutral eye looks every day. Oh, like maybe if you have like a kind of a professional job and you want to kind of do a very neutral classic eye, this might be the palette for you. Okay, next I'm gonna go into this shade called Power Eyes right here, and that's the metallic shade. So I'm just picking it up on a Sigma brush. I'm gonna spray it. I know her metallics are usually pretty creamy. Oh, yes. Ooh, that's so pretty. Will I ever get sick of grungy greens? I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't. By the way, guys, I feel like today is like the day for makeup launches. I don't know if you guys are keeping up. I feel like people are buying way less makeup these days, except for me, of course. I just want to buy everything. But today, the Pat McGrath holiday palette launched, so I did pick it up. Sigma launched the Cinderella palette. So if you haven't picked it up yet, this is your friendly reminder that it is available, and I did a video on it I think on Monday, so check out the video. But I think a lot of you are actually really interested in that collection, and I don't blame you. It's gorgeous. So that is out, and then Hocus Pocus launches this afternoon. I'm gonna post this video the same day as I'm filming it, fingers crossed. So that olive shade is so pretty. Really like how the eyes are looking. I do want to throw a little brow bone action to the mix, so I'm gonna grab a clean brush and I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna do a shimmer, because why not? Well, let's start off with the matte. I'm gonna go into this first shade of the palette and just kind of apply. I might have picked the wrong brush for this job. Also, I should probably do my brows before I try to carve them out with the brush, but I'm just gonna apply the matte shade for now and just leave it. And then once I do my brows, we can do that part. Anyway, so eye makeup is done. I'm gonna do my face makeup now. So let's try out the new Beauty Blender foundation. This is the Bounce Skin Tint Always On Radiant Skin Tint, and it is a net weight of 1 fluid ounce. On the back here, it does say that this skin tint does stay put. It has a silky, breathable texture, evens tone, nourishes and hydrates for a soft, radiant finish. 12-hour wear, light, medium, buildable coverage, moisture boosting hyaluronic acid, skin smoothing, niacinamide. I like the sound of all of that. Directions: shake before use, apply with a damp beauty blender, layer as desired. All of these claims sound very, very good. I'm very, very happy with the description, which is why I bought it. And Sephora was having a 20% off foundation sale, and there are a few backups I wanted, but I decided to try a new foundation instead of buying backups. So please, please pray that I pick the right shade, because I've been doing a terrible job of picking out shades recently, and I'm really hoping that I did an okay job with this one. Okay, so I picked up the shade Tan 4, and it does say it's made in Italy. So let's give it a nice little shake. And then I've been using just like this sponge that Oprah sent me. And A lot of you guys have been telling me to just spray my sponges with setting sprays that I'm trying to use up. So I've been doing that. I know it's kind of a waste, but also I have a lot of setting sprays that I want to get through. And I'm lazy to get up and go wet my sponge right now. So that's what we're doing. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's very cute. Okay, let's see here. Buildable, hydrating, light to medium coverage. It's definitely very dewy. I can see that pretty much as I'm applying it, which I am not mad about. I've been really into dewy foundations recently. Like, I went from full coverage to dewy in the last year, which is kind of surprising because I really used to be into full coverage. Wow, this is so glowy. Color match looks decent as well. Like I said, I picked up the shade Tan 4. I really wanted to try the new Lawless foundation as well. But during the sale, and even before the sale, the shade I thought I was sold out the whole time. So I didn't want to just buy it for the sake of buying it and buy it in the wrong shade or what I thought was the wrong shade. But I did really want to try the Lawless one as well. I know my friend Steph from Steph's Beauty Stash did a video with the Lawless foundation. So if you just want to hear somebody's thoughts, I would recommend her channel. But this Beauty Blender foundation, I really like it. I might have to find like some natural light and post on Instagram just so you guys can see what it looks like. But yeah, do you see? It's like very dewy. I kind of like it. Okay, so you're gonna see me try this powder for the first time in tomorrow's video, but I filmed that video yesterday and this video is going up today, like I said. So I did get the Jaclyn Hill Luminous Powder for the Ultra 21 Days of Beauty. So I did film myself applying it in tomorrow's video, but obviously I want to use it more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just using it to set my foundation a little bit, but it does have a dewy vibe to it. So I don't think it's going to tone down the Beauty Blender foundation in case you were worried about that. But now we're going to try out the Hourglass palette, and I am curious to hear what you guys think. I haven't watched any videos on this palette, but I thought the packaging was way less exciting in person. I thought this was like a plastic packaging. It's actually tin, and you can like isn't that kind of silly for an $80 palette, I thought. And of course I just dug my nail into it. And then the shades look very light. Like, it definitely looked more saturated in the pictures, which I didn't want to buy the darker palette on their website because I'd rather get it from Sephora and get points. So this is the Lighting Edit Universe, and we have a finishing powder, which is the Infinity Powder, which I think I have the full size. We have the Strobe Blush in Vibrant Heat, bronzer in Glistening Bronze Light, blush in Luminous Rose, strobe powder in Supernatural Strobe Light. So I will put up the picture I think I saw on Hourglass's website. I think these are all new shades, except the Infinity Powder, of course. So let's use a little bit of the powder under my eyes. I mean, I like Hourglass's products, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to these palettes, I feel like sometimes it's like, what's going on? Because I know that bronzer shade, I don't think it's gonna work for me. And I don't have, do I have a bronzer brush out right now that's gonna fit? I think I might have to use this Refer one because the pans are so small. So I'm gonna go in with the Refer 05 on the bronzer shade, which kind of looks like a cool tone bronzer too. So I'm kind of nervous. And let's see if it shows up on my skin tone. Also, I'm so sorry if it looked darker in here earlier. I just realized that I forgot to turn the room light on. Of course I did, because I moved house and I forgot how to YouTube. It happens. Okay, I'm gonna say this bronzer is probably not gonna show up on tan. I probably should have gotten the darker palette, but I just wasn't sure. And like I said, if I have the choice of shopping between Hourglass and Sephora, I'm gonna pick Sephora. So I bought it on the Sephora website, which was probably my bad. Okay, so to apply the blush, I'm gonna go in with this tiny Alter Ego number 4 because these pans, again, they're pretty small. So I think I'm gonna use, I don't want to use the pink one, but the pink one definitely looks more vibrant. Okay, I'm gonna try the more mauve tone one. Let's see if it shows up on my face. Oh, hey, that's kind of cute. And the blush is building up really nicely. I don't hate it. That's good, right? Okay, so for highlighter, I'm using a Sigma brush. I'm gonna go into the highlighter shade. Ooh, it's like melting into my skin, which I am not mad about at all. So overall, I was thinking this was gonna be a disaster, but it doesn't look so bad, so I'm happy about that. Now let's do my waterline really quickly. I'm gonna grab my Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil in the shade Barbarella Brown. I love this eyeliner. I'm just gonna quickly line my waterline with it. And then I'm gonna grab this palette again. Got my favorite pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade here, this one, that I used in my crease, and I'm just gonna blend the eyeliner with the brush. And then I'm gonna use the black on the outer corner just to connect the upper and lower eyeshadows, just to give it like a little bit of continuation so it doesn't look completely like different. And then of course I gotta go into the olive shade and pull it down into the lower waterline. And then for inner corner, I want to use this shade right here. It's like a really pretty champagne. And oh my god, that is so bright. Do you guys see this? I can't even, and I'm gonna pop that on. This is such a pretty color. Okay, so my eye makeup is done, my foundation's done, my face makeup is done. I do have this new lip sleeping mask from Laneige. These usually take me forever to use up, but when I saw that they launched a peppermint flavor, I couldn't help it. I did grab it. I actually put it on this morning because I have it upstairs already in my bathroom, and it's so nice. It definitely makes me feel like Christmas. So if you guys have been wondering about these Laneige lip sleeping masks, I do really like them, and I had to grab this flavor because it's just putting me in the holiday spirit. So you guys probably already know that Kaleidos launched new lip clays, and I'm obsessed with them. So they did send me the PR package for the new shades, and I'm gonna be wearing one in tomorrow's video as well. But today I want to dip into one of the neutrals. I'm also going to do a swatching video. I think I have everything I need to do it. I just need to sit down and do it. But I haven't tried the new nude shades they did. So I'm going to try the shade Pink Moon from the new set. And this lavender packaging is so cute. Okay, so this is Pink Moon on my skin tone. I think this is such a pretty color. It's like a pinky nude shade, which you guys know I love this formula and I love the colors they've done so far. So very, very happy to see them expand this shade range. Now the look is almost done. I just need to throw on some mascara and I will be right back. Okay guys, so here is the final look. Oh my gosh, I really need to open up a new mascara, but I'm trying to use this one by Il Makiage. And it's a nice mascara. I just miss some of my other more favorite mascaras. And I do have a Lancome Monsieur Big, but I bought it in the waterproof version. And I tend not to wear a waterproof mascara unless I really need to. And because it's so hard to take off. So I'm trying not to use it just when I'm home, like filming videos. But yeah, that's my random PSA about waterproof mascara. But as far as the new products that I purchased that I tried out in this video today, let's just recap those really quickly. So as far as the new Bounce foundation goes, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. It's actually a skin tint. I don't know why I said foundation, but I'm really happy with how it looks. I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and see how it does, and I will definitely keep you guys updated in an upcoming video. I will say though, if you see me continue to use it, if you see me continue to link it in my description box, that usually means that we're getting along very well. So very, very excited about how glowy it is. It feels very lightweight. So I do love that as well, but I also like to have a little bit of coverage when it comes to my skin tints and foundations. So far, so good. Very happy with how that is looking on my face. As far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I think you guys can tell I love it. Like, I love the formula. The quality is so amazing. I didn't swatch the palette only because I feel like it's really good, but the colors are very neutral. So I didn't think you guys would want to see swatches, but maybe I should pop some swatches on my hand right now just so you guys can see, because the shimmers are really, really stunning. Let me swatch the shimmers actually. I think the neutrals are pretty meh, but I feel like the shimmers are where it's at with this palette. Oh my gosh. They're so sparkly. Do you see that? I can't even handle. So those are the first 3 shades. And the mattes are really nice and pigmented too. I just told you guys I tried them on my crease. So I'm pretty confident that they'll swatch really well as well, but I wanted to swatch the shimmers first. So those are all the shimmers. I keep swatching the same shade over and over again. What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I swatched the shade that I used in my crease twice, as you can see, and I don't think the black swatch very well, but it really was easy to blend. So these don't have names. They're just called like Prime, Enhance, Smoke, Prime, Enhance, Smoke. So I don't really have names to give you, but here are some quick, not so great swatches for me, but the shimmers are stunning in this palette. They're not duochromes or anything, but man, oh man, was that shade just like flawless when I applied it. And the Brow Bone shade, which I used this one, like the more neutral shimmer in the first trio. Holy crap, that all over the lid is gonna be stunning. I think this would be such an awesome fall palette if you are into bougie Charlotte Tilbury makeup. Okay, so I decided not to be lazy and grab last year's palette. So here is last year's palette compared to this year's palette. The packaging on both of these is so stellar. I just love how sleek these palettes are. I know it's very, very pricey, but it's definitely worth it for some of us out there to pick up the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. Okay, and then the last thing we tried out in this video is the Hourglass palette. And like I said, maybe I should pick up the dark one. I'm not 100% sure. The light one is nice and it's not bad. I definitely feel like it worked out okay on my skin tone. I'm definitely curious now to see though what the difference between the dark and the light one is, but it's an $80 palette, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to part with $80 because I just bought the new Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, and I definitely bought the Hourglass palette more for the sake of a video. It's definitely not because I needed more blush at the moment, but I think it's definitely the same good Hourglass quality, and I'm gonna need to wear it more. I like the beautiful highlighter shade in this palette. It's so stunning. I do wish they had done a coral blush. Like, I would love for them to do a hot coral blush. So I'm gonna have to take a look at the darker palette and see if it's something I want to invest in. Most likely though, I probably won't because I need another blush palette like I need a hole in my head. But those are kind of my first impression thoughts on the new makeup I picked up from Sephora. Let me know down in the comments, have you been eyeing any of these products? I love chatting to you guys. I would definitely say the Charlotte Tilbury palette is worth it if you have the budget, if you've been thinking about buying it, because the sparkle is so beautiful and out of this world. It's not like a revolutionary color story by any means, but Charlotte Tilbury knows how to make beautiful eyeshadows. So that is everything in today's video. Thank you guys so much for checking this out, and I will see you in a new video with the Alien Cosmetics Hauntingly Glamorous palette tomorrow. Bye guys!